It is Linda Schmidt with Stampin' with the Hounds, and today I'm going to be showing you a fun fold card that's really easy to do. This is using the new Stampin' Up! Lots of Heart bundle. So it comes, the bundle comes with this stamp set, and then the framelits have a bunch of just fun hearts, some floral images, some butterflies, a little bird, and then just some like scalloped and different shaped heart dies too that we'll be using. So to get started, so when this card opens, so it looks normal, and then you're actually, it's two cards to make one. So you're putting the inside card, you're putting the adhesive on the back and then opening it so that the fold is on the right hand side so that it makes that trifold card. So to begin with, your base, which is the Sahara sand, is going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and then you're going to score at 4 1/4. The white piece is just a 1/4 inch smaller, so 8 inches by 5 1/4, and then you're going to score at 4. And that's all the scoring that you need. And then to make the window, you can do, I used the scalloped layering square framelits. You can use circles, you can use ovals, whatever shape you want to do for that window, you can do that. So I am going to get started here. So I have already cut and scored, make sure I don't lose my pieces here, my base pieces. So this is my first one, the base, which is the 5.5 by 8.5, scored in half. And then I'm going to take the Big Shot or whatever die cutting tool you have. And so when you have your card, you're thinking this is the front. So I'm going to open this up because I want to put my window here. And you can choose your size image, your shape that you want to die cut out. Kind of make sure that it's centered on the page. And then you'll just place your cutting mat on top. I'm trying not to. And then we'll just cut that out. All right. And then this you can just save for another project. We're not using it. And then the layering piece that I did on the front here with the glitter paper. So what I did is I cut out, and I'm going to do white on this one. I cut out the scallop square first, just as normal. And then what I did is I took, where did I stick it now? Anyway, I've lost my square. The next size smaller square, the same one that I used to cut out this image, I put that on there and then I cut that out to make a frame. So then this is just going to get attached then to the outside. And to do that, I like to use the Tombow multi-liquid purpose glue. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the outside. And then this is going to get attached to the front. And what I like about the multi-purpose glue is you've got a little bit of wiggle worm before it actually dries permanently. Okay, and then I already cut and stamped this piece. So this is just a 1 inch by 4 1/4 inch strip paper. I stamped on it first with the Memento Black, and then I ran it through the Big Shot using the Tasteful Textures embossing folder. So it gives it a little bit of texture to it. And then again, I'm just going to put adhesive on here and attach that to the front of my card. I'm sorry, you can hear my greyhound whining in the background. He wants to go out for his afternoon walk. Gotta wait, buddy. And then I got this one a little bit too long probably when I was doing it. And then I like to just take my fingernail and just kind of rough up the edges to kind of give it a little bit more of that vintage kind of rustic look. So it kind of pulls up on those. So then that's the front of the card. Okay, and then your inside piece. So again, I've already scored this one. Now, you want to put the adhesive, so your fold is on your right side, and you're going to put adhesive on the back so that it opens this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down now. And so that's just going to get centered inside the card. Oh, I got a little bit of... There we go. Okay. So there's that. So now there's your trifold. Okay. So then I've already, I took the heart from Lots of Heart. And on my first card, I did the plaid one. I did the red cardstock, and then I embossed with black embossing powder with the Versamark. And on this one, I was going to switch it up. I'm going to do, I stamped the heart, the other heart, kind of more the scalloped one, in Versamark, and then I used white embossing powder. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut this one out. And so there's two different heart shapes. One is just a tad bigger than the other one. So just kind of be aware of that when you're using it. So we're just going to die cut this out. So now this you can use for something else. So I left a little bit of a border. So I'm going to actually keep that because I think if I pop that up, that should sit right behind it. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay. Let's set that aside. Oops. Before I drop it. Okay. And then I had die cut this out because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to use it or not. But I think what I'm going to do is I want to do that border. So this is the first one. No, this is the larger one. This one cut out the large one. Yeah, this is the large heart. So I'm going to take the one that's just a little bit smaller, and I want to make that border again. So I'm just going to lay that directly on top. Cut this out. And now that way, again, you can save this heart for another thing, but now I've got my little border, which is kind of cool. Okay. All right. Now we can start assembling here. So I like to keep the card a little bit closed, or a little closed, so that I can see what I'm doing. So I want, hopefully this will work. I think if I pop that up, yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take the dimensionals, and I'm using the black dimensionals. I'm just going to put 3 of them on there. And then I'll keep the card closed so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. And we'll just put that right in the center. And then, because it's popped up, I'm now going to do the red. And put the glue on the back here. And then that'll just kind of tuck right underneath it. So like that. Super cute. Okay. And then I had taken the X's and O's that were in the die cut, or in the framelit set, and I already kind of cut them out from the black. So when you cut it out, you'll still have all these little pieces that you can use for another card. That's what's great about this framelit. There's so many uses for all the pieces that come with it. And then I'm going to put this kind of right along the bottom. I'm going to put this away before I lose it. Okay. And then on the inside, so on my first card, I had did just a bunch of like just die cuts that I had left over, and then I had put my sentiment there. So you can decorate the inside however you want. I think on this one I'm going to be using, oh, there's the square. Put that away before I lose it for good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the heart again in Sahara sand. And then I'll do, so this is that scalloped heart. Make sure this is all, I apologize, my acrylic blocks need a good cleaning. I'll have to do that this weekend. So we'll just stamp that there. Ooh, sticky. And then I'm going to do the saying in real red. And the saying that I'm using is from one of the Hostess sets. It's the Touched My Heart set that you can get free. And mine got a little bit of StazOn ink spilt on it, so it's a little stained, but the stamp set still works. And so I'm going to do this for the beautiful ways you touch my heart. I'm going to ink that in red. And I'm going to just put that directly on top of the heart that I just stamped. And then lift up. Perfect. Clean that off. Close this up so I don't ruin my card. Okay, and then I had, I just die cut a bunch of the other little pieces that are in the framelit set. So there's, you know, that little bird. There's some tiny hearts that I punched out with the, what is it? Love You Always foil paper. So this is kind of like that Sahara sand. And then the red heart, this one, let me grab the die cut so you can kind of see. So I first used this one, and so that does, all it does is emboss. It doesn't cut out the heart, so it just does these little dots. And then I took the next size up and cut out the heart on that. So everything else in the set cuts. This is the only one that kind of does more of like a embossing. And then if you have like the impression pads, you can make any of your dies be embossable. So these, now I'm just going to start kind of taping. Ooh, as I'm dropping stuff. Let's see here. So I don't really have a plan. I was just going to do it on the fly. Maybe something like that. And then I think, yeah, we could do, maybe something like that. I think that'll work. Like I said, this is, you can just decorate however you want on the inside of the card. So I'll put my black one down. And I did texture the one Sahara Sand heart with that tastefully textured embossing folder. It's like one of my favorite folders. Kind of gives it that little waffle weave. And then when you're putting this one down, I wouldn't put tape so that it covers the holes. Just kind of keep it in the center. Let's see here. And we'll go like that. And then these I think I'm going to use. The foil paper, sometimes the mono adhesive doesn't always like sticking to it. So we'll do a heart there. Same thing with the glitter paper. That's why I like to use the multi-purpose on some of these. And then we can do the bird. Move them over like that. And I've got one more little glitter heart. And then no card is complete without a little bit of bling. So these are the little resin hearts that are in the mini catalog right now. So they come in red and white, and they've got adhesive already on the back of them. Of course, my fingers are super sticky now. So I'm just going to do 3 of these on the front of the card. And then I always like to stamp on the back of my card with my handmade by. So I'm going to do this heart that's out of the stamp set. And then my Made with Love. And this is from this alphabet set, Make a Difference. It has all these little like hand stamped by, from the desk of, Made with Love. So it's kind of a good set to have. And then you've got your alphabet and numbers as well. So this is just Made with Love. We'll do that on the back. And that completes it. So that is your Trifold card using the Mini Hearts stamp set. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Bye.